mainly because of inhospitable pedestrian areas and lack of other transportation options. So we should expand our options, make our neighborhoods more walkable, include bicycling and walking infrastructure. This means appropriate speeds, street widths, sidewalks, and crosswalks. And then lastly, livable communities have transportation options. They have a smart mix of transit that connects between trolley, bus service, local bus service, express bus service, and light rail. They provide alternatives for commuters and other travelers and inside and coming into the neighborhood. And they include bike lanes. So those are really the four main components of an idea of a livable community. Now, what we also wanted to do in the report is take a look, is sort of create a toolbox. Take a look of some options that other communities across the country have used to create livable communities. And most of these livable communities have been in redevelopment areas, not new areas, new builds. They've taken areas that have been in decline and decay, and they've created livable communities within them. So it's been, and it's mainly been not the top tier cities, but a lot of second and third tier cities. Fort Collins, Colorado, Oakland, California, well, that's so big, Boulder, Colorado, St. Petersburg, Florida. So a lot of these cities, same size as Scottsdale, found deteriorating areas and recreated livable communities for them. So what I wanted to do is just talk a little bit about some of these tools in the toolbox, and just to throw some ideas out there, not advocating really one idea or another, but just showing that there's lots of different ways that communities can go about creating livable communities. So three general categories I want to talk about: zoning tools, housing tools, and then sort of some general other tools that didn't fit into one of those. So some zoning tools that can be used. First one is overlay zones. This is really a special zoning district that's placed over an existing base zone. And it helps to, its main mission is to identify special provisions that you can do within this overlay zone. And then a developer comes in and he can either follow the underlying zone or he can follow the requirements of the overlay zone. And usually this is used a lot of times with mixed-use property because the overlay zone just provides general guidelines and standards to make sure that the mixed-use development is going to respond to good design principles and fit within the neighborhood, but then it gives developers the flexibility and ease in getting their projects approved. Next is a special district, which is a kind of overlay zone, which usually is designated to a specific geographic district. And then each district will have specific requirements or zoning incentives for the developers who meet the requirements of that of the special district, that it's fulfilling some specific qualities that the community seeks to fulfill, such as an economic development zone or an affordable housing zone. So this special district is a really good way to use private capital and to carry out public policy. Another type of zoning tool is planned unit development. And I think you know about planned unit development here in South Scottsdale that the planning department has pushed through. And a planned unit development allows planners to evaluate the nature and location of uses in buildings on an entire site, and then it provides flexibility